Hello there folks, SeKo Starcraft here. We're in round 2 of a Platinum League tournament. Essentially the semi-finals. Winners of this goes off to the finals. We've got Omniscient. Myself down here in the bottom left as the blue Terran against Tryptophan. Red Zerg up here in the top left. So close spawns once again. If you guys didn't check out game number 1 of this tournament, you can do that as me against a Protoss player. Which I'm always impressed when I beat a Protoss player in Legacy of the Void. I don't hate the matchup. I actually find it quite enjoyable. Just saying. Just saying. Anyways, we will both scout in the correct directions and see what's going on. His Overlord is actually running away. I would generally send my first Overlord south, because that's what's going to give me the first information I need to know. Barracks going down, gas just finishing up, already ready to saturate that. And down it goes. The hatchery. Didn't see any gases on my flyby. Hatchery's going down. I was going to block it if he didn't throw down that hatch, but he did. We'll put myself on attack move just to make sure that this one drone doesn't be a bugger. And with all this gas in place, should be in a good spot. SCV's going to head back home again. I was debating while I'm doing this, because I've gotten away with a lot. Should I go for like a hidden base? Rather than take my natural, just run over there and hide it. But the problem with Legacy of the Void is everybody expects you to get a natural, that if you don't, it's almost begging them to check the map to see what's hidden. So I do have this SCV moving over that direction with that thought in mind. We'll see if I actually go that way. Factory going to go down. And I have an idea. Now, back in the day, which was a long time ago, the day was Heart of the Swarm, I used to be able to do a really great 2-factory blue flame build. See this one Overlord coming over, and I'm going to scout to make sure he doesn't find me. Gas finished now. Pool coming out right away. The great thing about my old school 2-factory blue flame build is I had it timed out really good in Heart of the Swarm to be able to get out the damage I needed to. Problem is with my timing right now is I haven't quite got it all worked out. And you see my gas is way too low. I can start my add-on, sure, Tech Lab, but I need 150 gas for Blue Flame and another 50 for the reactor. So I'm way too low on this. Should add my other gas started and cranking away. So not ideal in the slightest. Once again, I was considering hiding a base. I did send that SCV home again, just because I didn't think it was going to work out. Speed started really fast. Big pile of drones coming out. Units wise, pretty even on economy, but he will pull ahead very soon with those double injects. Command center going to get started here. First hellion on the way. Reactor going down bomb. I haven't even started my blue flame yet. My timings are so bad. And look, I'm about to be supply blocked. I'm so far off getting this build order right. In a lot of trouble with trying to get that work done. And every second I drop my mule rather than a supply call down. Every second I delay this, further behind I'm going to get. Because the blue flame build is great, but roach openings are so common for Zerg players that if you don't get there at the most optimal time, you're going to get screwed. We do have Spore Crawlers going down here. He must know his timing's pretty good, that this is about when that would happen. If he ran up here with his lings and he was paying attention, you might see that Blue Flame is researching. Doesn't appear to be the case. Reactor is done though, and I'm supply locked massively. I'm sitting there when I was playing this live. I'm just shaking my head like I suck so bad at this game. Expansion delayed. Hellion's way behind. Blue Flame's gonna be done extra fast. I'm not gonna have any Hellions to use for it. He's going up to his third base, and his Roach Warren's on the way already. Just horrendous. Terrible, terrible. Took this gas, but he hasn't really saturated yet. Doesn't really need it. You can see how much gas he's already got as a Zerg player. He's got the Lair on the way, plus the Roach Warren. He can do that all off of one gas. So I don't think he needs to worry about getting more gas just yet. Because he doesn't have anything to spend it on at the moment. The great thing about the Hellion build, though, is it does force them to rethink their Muta strategy and spend all that gas on Roach defense. Big pile of Hellions. Couple of lings hidden in the back. I actually decide to fight them. Now, this is debatable. I probably shouldn't have. You see he's building roaches now. If I just ran out, if I didn't attack those lings, I don't think he would have noticed what was happening. Tanks and widow mines now. I think I readjust those rally points at some point. Now if these were hell bats, you know, maybe I'd got a bit more done. I did see he blocked the ramp with his queens, so I very, very specifically did not try to bust up the ramp. I'm actually going to try and save my hellions. I'm going to run away. Killed 17 workers with that. Still pretty good. Command center is down now. Tank is on the way, plus widow mines. And my hellions are still alive. Roaches are going for a counter. But with the tank and widow mines in place, maybe I'll rethink it. Hellions are going to try and buy me some more time. I'm going to go for another run by. This time I'm going to run into the main base. I'm just hoping to catch his queens off the ramp, and I do. One hellion left. He's going to try and get a couple more kills. $27. Got another 10 kills. More importantly, I turned those roaches around. Now I have more widow mines out, more tanks. And I'm actually building my missile turrets. Once again, preemptively. I didn't see a spire and I just ran into his base. If I was a bit smarter, I probably wouldn't have bothered. Units wise, he's down to 16 workers. I'm only at 32. I need to be building more. I don't know why I'm not. There we go. Build more workers. Building a missile turret at the front, that's more important because of potentially roach burrow. That's a lot of roaches though. And I don't have hellbats or anything to tank, unfortunately. Now, unfortunately, even with that down, that tank positioning is so bad. I think that's probably what bothered me the most about this, and I knew it at the time. I knew it like, oh, I didn't put up my wall. These roaches are going to run right in. Such a sad thing to see. Once again, giant pile of widow mines. Can't do anything about it. Units wise, he's reclaiming, well, he's trying to even out that worker lead really fast. That was a money shot though. It didn't do all the friendly fire that I was worried about. Killed most of the roach, well, all the roaches. I still have a worker lead slightly. But I should, like I said, I should have known what was coming. I should have prepared better. More hellions in hellbat mode or something. Just terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Lair's finished, but he needs to re-drone. He's got to catch up again. On my side, build more workers. Missile turrets going down. Just look at all this money I'm wasting too. I have scans. Look, 3 scans I could have used to see like Lair, Spire, no. Spire, no. No Spire, good. Why don't I throw down another command center? But instead, I throw down the missile turrets. Lots of them in place. And they don't do me really any good. Some roaches hanging around the front end. A little too much for him to try to run through, even if he did sack a few roaches. So he's just going to drone up 16 drones. Oh god. If I just ran around with some hellions right now, look how much damage I could do. He doesn't have much for defense at home, just those handful of roaches just droning up. I look back at this and like, I could do so much better. But I'm on 3 factory, armory is done. Do have myself, he's ahead in workers right now because he just made those few rounds. I'm going to go hide a base because I'm good at it. And I'm going to run out with my hellions. See if I can't sneak around to get some damage in. He doesn't have any detection, no watchtowers. So maybe I'll get lucky. Scan, no spire. And actually doesn't have any other tech other than roach tech. Couple of defenses going down the front. He's got +1, just about to finish up. Hellions now have snuck around the other side. Hydralisk going down now, along with +1 armor. Back on this side, tanks are up. And I'm still worried about mutas the whole time. Look at all the missile turrets I've got at the front. And widow mines. I'm just such a panicky, weirdo, panicky. +2 attack on, sorry, no, it's +1. As long with, burrow speed for my widow mines. "50 workers killed to his 10. Units wise, he's down to 31 workers again. So I've actually taken a worker lead with that nice little blue flame run by. This base is pretty much mined out. Do have my hidden base done, turning into a planetary. I'm still worried about mutas, even though I saw him with Ravagers out. I'm still worried about mutas. I don't understand. I'm actually going to try to sneak out with some of my workers as well, which managed to work. 3 tanks, lots of widow mines here. Let's see, he's going to try to break it again. A little too much for him, though, unfortunately. Hydroden, did he cancel his Hydroden or something? Or did he make a second one? Yeah, he's making a second Hydroden. A bit of a mistake there. +2 on the way along with +1. Another run by of Hellions. "24 workers now, pretty beat up, and he's building more units, so it looks like he's about to go all in. He's still ahead in supply because of his army. Another command center going down, more tanks, more widow mines. This base is up, not mining a lot yet, but queuing up the workers. All the widow mines down, widow mine burrow speed is finished. Feeling pretty solid, feeling alright. Well, I could do better with my upgrades, but as I said, my opponent's pretty all in right now. He's lost so many workers. He does have a 4th base on the way, but he's not really deciding to saturate it up. So it looks like he's going to take what he's got, maybe go for a push. He does have an overseer with his army, lagging behind unfortunately. Overseers, even if they're overseer speed, sometimes they run ahead and the widow mines will shoot them down, and then you've got no detection left. So kind of a crappy situation. Hydra's on the way, a few more workers. Gonna go for a widow mine drop. I feel a bit more secure now. Hellbats being made, 3 at a time, tank, +1 armor. I think what he was doing is just to see if I had a 3rd base, to see how if he was behind or not. I'm sure seeing me on 2 bases still, he feels alright. I mean, it's not great, but I'm sure he feels a little bit better. Where's my drop? There's my drop. No detection at this base, so that's what I'm going to go for first. So he's down to 21 workers. He will clean up those widow mines. These guys are still alive down here. I don't know if he realizes that. They will recharge, but he'll probably end up shooting at this larva. We'll see. More roaches, more laying. He's totally all in at this point. Yeah, actually. Ooh, it did actually kill an egg. That's hilarious. Some hydras in here. Good chunky units, but now base coming in. Hellbats, blue flame hellbats, tanks. Liberators, they don't have liberation mode yet. Though a lot of my widow mines have been moved. Tanks on the low ground clean everything up, and he will GG out. SeKo Starcraft, off to the next round.